Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for August 21st, 2025. Consider and answer me. From Psalm chapter 13, verses 3 and 4. Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. Light up my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemies say, I have prevailed over him. Lest my foes rejoice, because I am shaken. From his cry, how long, in the previous verses, David now moves to a direct plea. Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. David is not speaking into the air. His prayer is aimed at the God who has claimed him as his own, calling him my God, which affirms both relationship and trust, even in the middle of deep distress. David's request is urgent. Light up my eyes. In Hebrew imagery, bright eyes reflect life, joy, strength, while dim or fading eyes point toward weakness, despair, or death. David is asking for more than physical refreshment. He is seeking spiritual renewal, strength of heart, the joy of God's presence to sustain him. Without this divine intervention, he fears he will sleep the sleep of death. A poetic way of saying that his situation could lead to total ruin. There is also a public dimension to his prayer. If God does not act, David fears his enemies will claim victory. The enemies would be saying, I have prevailed over him. Their triumph would not only be personal humiliation for David, but would also dishonor the name of the Lord, whom David serves. In ancient cultures, the defeat of a king or a servant of God was often seen as the defeat of his God. So David's concern, therefore, is not just self-preservation, but also God's honor. His foes' potential joy at his downfall adds another weight to his prayer. The thought of the wicked celebrating while God's servant is shaken is intolerable to David, and it fuels his appeal for God's intervention. This is more than a personal vendetta. It is a plea for the Lord to show his power so that truth and righteousness prevail. For believers today, this passage shows the boldness of faith-filled prayer. David doesn't simply wish for better circumstances. He asks God to see, to hear, and to act decisively. His words remind us that it is not wrong to plead urgently with the Lord when we feel the edge of defeat. Such pleading acknowledges our dependence on God and his authority over the outcome. It also challenges us to frame our prayers not only around our needs, but around God's glory. When we ask for deliverance, do we consider how his reputation might be honored through the way he works in our lives? David's prayer shows us that our struggles are not disconnected from God's purposes. Our trials and his glory are often woven together. Even when pressed hard by enemies or fears, we can pray with confidence. Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. The one who hears such prayers is the one who can truly light up our eyes. God's peace and many blessings be with you. And thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others.